Good morning. In this video, I'm going to tell you about two-dimensional array. In the last videos, we have discussed about the single-dimensional array. So, a two-dimensional array is a collection of elements of the same data type that are referenced by a common name. See, it is similar to a single-dimensional array, but here the difference is that let's say we have a data which is in the table form, that is in the form of rows and columns, and we want to store the values through C programming. Then what is the criteria to do it? For that, C provides us a two-dimensional array through which we can store our table form data which is in the form of rows and columns, but the condition here is the data must be of the same data type. So let's say we have a data which is in the table format, right? So here we can use two-dimensional array, and two-dimensional array has basically two subscripts, or we can say two indexes. The first subscript is called as row and the second one is called as the column. So general syntax of declaring a two-dimensional array is, first of all we specify the data type, the name of the array. The first dimension will tell us the size of the rows, whereas second dimension will tell us the size of the column. For example, in this declaration statement, I am declaring an two-dimensional array of integer type with 2 rows and 7 columns, because here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 columns, whereas we have 2 rows. That means we need to declare a two-dimensional array who will store this table which will have 2 rows and 7 columns and has a capacity to store 7:2, that is 14 values. So another use of this two-dimensional array is that we can also store strings or name within the two-dimensional array if we are declaring a character type array. So it will look similar as the statement. Here we are declaring a character array with the name of the array as a name, and it has got 6 rows and 10 columns. That means within this array we have reserved locations to store 6 names, and the maximum length of one name will be 9 characters, because in case of if you are storing a character in the form of a string, then the last character must be the null character, which is a condition in case of if you are storing strings into the array. So if you see the memory management of these kind of array, so here these on this side the columns are specified, and on the vertical side rows are specified. So because we have here stored 6 rows, so the indexes starts from 0 up to the 5. That means we can store here 6 number of names. And on the other side, this is the second index to specify the columns. That means maximum of 10 length character or name can be stored in this array, right? And if you will observe here that n character will be the null character if you want to store a string value, right? So the first name or name will be referred by the name array, and here the subscript is 0 and 0. That means if you want to refer to the character m, it will be referred by name, subscript 0 and subscript 0. Similarly, if you want to refer to this n, it will be referred by name, whereas the row value is 3 and the column value is 5. There is an example wherein we are going to store these 3 values u, r and cat and the program. So remember that after each string a null character is added. So we are here reading strings but printing out only the characters. This is a snapshot of a command prompt, wherein we have declared one array with the name ch array, and we are anchoring the values of string in the form of character by character. So the program, and you are going to store the values, so the contents of the value internally will be u, then null value, r, null value, cat, and null value. Let's rerun the program and enter the values u, my, and if you are changing the values, and again we will observe the memory management scheme here, that value will be changed as u, my, and love. Right. So this is all about the two-dimensional array. Thank you very much.